never going to get anywhere if you stay in the same spot. So get out of your chair, take that chance, but also reach out to others. There's numerous groups around town who you can reach out to, small business associations, small businessmen, small business women's, numerous entrepreneurial groups who are just waiting to embrace young entrepreneurs with an idea.
They can find you on your blog posts and read all about...
Well, and it's all of us sharing ideas and learning and growing together. But yeah, not being hesitant, or fearful, or allowing the fear to stop you. It's more like it. Don't allow the fear to stop you. Finding out someone who's brighter than you are and ask, will you be my mentor? There are folks out there who would love to be mentors. And then being an active mentee. Don't just nod your head and then do your own thing. Actively take their advice and seek their advice. Another big tip for folks is learn how to ask good questions. It's not about having all of the answers today. It's not knowing, can I Google the answer? It's what's the best way to ask that question to get the answer I really need.
And if you fail, that's okay.
Yes. Failure, actually, I just tweeted on this thanks to Professor Carla Carter. She pointed me, there's numerous books on failure, and we need failure in order to grow.
Yeah.
So the only ones who really fail are the ones who don't pick themselves up afterwards. If you fail, but you go back and you're back in the ring and back fighting, you've not failed, you just fell down briefly. So allowing that failure, learn from it and try not to repeat it and just move on from there.
Yeah, it's always funny, if sometimes in life, whether it can be something work-related or not work-related, if you make a mistake and maybe you'll feel really bad about it.
Right.
But then a year or 2 years later, you'll be like, why was I upset about that? I mean, that's just kind of human nature. But when you're in the moment, it's really hard for some people to really see past that.
Yes, and it is just a moment in time, and not to harp on it, whether it's someone else who made a mistake, my kids. Yeah. It's like, okay, great book for this is The 1 Minute Manager. It's actually called The New 1 Minute Manager because they recently updated it by Ken Blanchard and Dr. Spencer Johnson about 1 minute goal setting. So you use it to set goals. You have 1 minute, they used to be reprimands, now it's, I forget what they call it, but it's basically room for growth, room for opportunity. And then it's 1 minute praisings. Don't forget about the praising. What you like about somebody else. Like, I love it that you're willing to step out and do this, at a local coffee shop.
Well, I'm happy to have you here.
So, but it's having that honest dialogue, your willingness to open up to people. 2 more tips. One is make sure you're dressing the part. Dress does go a long way. Believe it or not, people still judge by how you dress yourself, but how you portray yourself. So it's coming across as confident. Read Zig Ziglar. Great for this. If you don't have the confidence, fake it.
Make it till you make it.
Exactly. All often when you talk to me in the morning, how you doing, Ron? Outstanding, wonderful, fantastic. I can be feeling like absolute crap. But I'll say that because I can trick my mind into it. It's kind of like my own little mind trick that if I say it enough, and Zig Ziglar would say, he would dress in a business suit even if he's making phone calls from his office all day, because his demeanor was different when he dressed professionally. So if you dress professionally and just act confident.
Well, and we all know somebody who, is gonna, first thing that's gonna come out of their mouth is gonna be negative, and it's a feeding loop. It's just negativity builds on negativity. And so what you're saying is the positivity will build on.
It does.
Positive.
It really does. Starting out positive. Are you building someone up or are you tearing them down? Are you the elevator going up or going down? Are you a fountain or are you a drain? Whole idea, be a fountain.
It's the basic idea of being a leader.
Yes.
You succeed when everybody around you succeeds.
Exactly. And if you can help other people succeed, then you yourself are a success.
Easier said than done.
You'd be surprised. I have so many people who I've helped as a success along the way. So.
Well, that makes you a good leader, Ron.
I have fun. I have fun with it. So.
It makes life better when you can help other people.
Yeah. And even in the little ways, don't worry about the big things. Little things go a long way.
Well, I'm really glad that we had this opportunity to sit down and talk. I've known you for some time. I've always been a fan of your passion for what you do in your life's work, be that cybersecurity or mentoring high school kids, or just wanting to know more about the world around you. So I really appreciate you coming down and sitting down with me and
Well, it's
having
my
this
pleasure.
conversation.
My pleasure. I appreciate it, Brad.
Thank you, Ron.